Oh well, national park time. Now, you can see there are some appeal-based buildings in this city. Not many, to be absolutely honest with you. Just this outpost, or homestead, I should say. So if I build the national park, does that go up in yield? It does, by 1 production. Nice. And I can switch back this tile and make sure that Petra is being worked. This very useful, effective Petra. Look at it go. Oh yes, so good. So good. 23 tourism from that national park. Okay, first of many, hopefully. More cities, always more cities. San Francisco. I love it when the yields are so good immediately. All of the science and culture just springs into existence in a beautiful way. You love to see it. You really do. Time to pick up Arena. We're going to make a lot of these tiles higher in appeal, and I think New Orleans is a really good city for that. Lots of very nice space. Some very, very lovely national park spots available over here, I think. Just picked up an art museum for myself. Remember to have a look at the artists that have already been claimed. Remember, you want to be buying other people's rather than using your own. So for instance, there is actually 2 pieces of religious artwork out there already. Could I please have them? Thank you so much. Go 1 and 2. Put my 3rd one down for some themed artwork. Yay! 18 tourism per term. That's actually pretty good. Nice. This is the setup for tourism at the moment. We are picking up about 1 tourist per turn, and Kema is getting 2 per turn. So we're still not really catching up. We need about 250 tourism to average it out, and then I'd say the usual 1,000 to 1,500 to begin to win in an uncontrolled and amazing manner. But the more national parks we put up, the more of this sort of stuff we're going to get. Ideally, the thing we want to do is load as many national parks into the same city as we possibly can. That way the appeal in the single city just goes up and up and up and up and up. So maybe that's what I should focus on. I'm also building a lot of holy sites, a lot of shrines, a lot of temples. This is massively increasing my faith per turn, which helps a lot as well. Second national park. It's down. It has 17 tourism, not quite as much as the other one. We'll work on them. We'll make sure that they have as much tourism as is physically possible. 20 population Washington and gunpowder. Gunpowder and Washington together? No, that doesn't sound right. I'm actually beelining Eiffel Tower with steel. Now normally I wouldn't beeline steel because it eliminates the use of walls, and walls with conservation do give tourism. But Eiffel Tower giving 2 appeal to all tiles and civilization, that's really cool. That would give me so many more yields, and I've got a wonder builder ready to rock. Their sole purpose in life is to build Eiffel Tower. It's not even Eiffel. Normally I would rush Eiffel with Eiffel Tower. Can't even guarantee that pleasure to him. What can I say? You know, the more I think about it, the more Atlanta is going to be my paradise city. It's going to be the city that blows all of the other cities away, because look at the mountains and the space around it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Once we chop down all of the rainforest, that is, all of it must go. I think I can fit multiple national parks into a very small space. Let's do it. Let's make Atlanta the most amazing place. I'm sure of every single one of the US cities, that's exactly what people think of when they think of Atlanta, right? I mean, I don't know anything about the US. I'm pretty sure that's right. Just a lovely, beautiful city. Look, we got another amphitheater. Steal other people's great works before making my own. Yay! Sell everything that's not nailed to the floor. Yay! Sell it all. No one needs anything in my empire. Nobody at all. More temples, more pagodas. We've actually almost doubled our faith in the space of about 10 turns just by focusing on it. It's lovely to see. Oh, look at that as well. So much production from that one homestead. Buy the tiles, only 70 gold because all my discounts, and then build the national parks. They must continue. They must never stop. Tiles adjacent to unimproved features receive 1 appeal in the city. Yes, of course they do. Even prettier. Even prettier. This city's going to be awesome. Ha 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 ha. A flood was mitigated next to both my industrial zones. Take that, game. I'm learning. I'm becoming sentient. I am my own worst enemy. What? Urbanization. I hate nature. Oh wait, no, I don't. I want to get film studios really soon. We're almost at steel, and then I'm going to bypass a lot of the techs and go for flight and radio. Film studios, 100% tourism pressure from the city when other civilizations in the game enter the modern era. I believe, and I may be wrong on this, but I believe any civilization that gains at least 1 tech or civic in the modern era then gets 100% tourism. But it's really, really wordly. That's not a phrase. It's a very difficult worded ability. Let's put it that way. My lord, I'm difficultly wordly. My name is Wordly Difficult, and I would like to confuse you with what I'm saying. Cultural heritage? Let's do that. America likes to buy large amounts of land and then build national parks on it. It's amazing. And, gee, this one makes this one even better. So 21 tourism, 19 tourism, Atlanta, quickly becoming amazing. Shove all the parks in the same city. That's what I say. I've got another one working in this space, and I'll look to put another park there, here. I'm not going to map it out or pin it out. I'm sure it'll all work out fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the aid request. Minus 15. Oh no, we're generating CO2. My one gold trick didn't work. Never mind. Well, these Alcazars are amazing. Look at that. 7 science, 6 science. Peel on these tiles must be amazing. Plus 10, plus 8. Yeah, it's because it stacks with Teddy's already amazing ability. Cultural heritage. I get myself a whole 6 extra tourism from that. Amazing. Why did I rush that? Oh right, the envoys. I was like, why did I do that? When does the World Congress tick around? Pretty soon. I'd love Anshin back. Extra science from my great works of writing just made me feel special. That's the main thing. Another national park. That's 3 that tessellate very nicely. Look at this. Atlanta National Park is massive and it's full of rainforest. Don't worry. I'll chop those rainforests down. It's all good. 20, 21, 19. Yep, so far. Peel is now starting to rise and rise and rise. And we now finally have a trade route over to Zulu. Means I've now got extra tourism towards them. Just Babylon, but we've got a scout on the way to try and figure out what this space between Babylon and me is. Must be notional. It must be made up. We're 2 good friends, you know? Look at this. Look at all the food I get off the silver in the desert. It's beautiful. Can we push the Alcazar up even more? Yeah, we can. That's now plus 8. Oh, ho, ho. Aid request. I'm really good at these. I don't forget about them all the time. No, not at all. I'm so omnipotent when it comes to aid requests. Well, I'm already on -1. I feel this is going to go very well. Ooh, another art museum. Again, just go and have a look and see which artists have been obtained and whether you can get any theming in them. I don't think we can, you know? No theming exists at the moment. Fine. Who's the next artist up? Somebody with religious art. Oh, that's actually quite handy. All right, I will then buy just a small amount of religious art. There you go. And now my artist can go plonk their services down in the same city and we can get ready for another piece of beautiful religious art. There's rifling. Just need an ironclad now, which actually I should have unlocked before. Let's do that quickly. That'll boost steel. That means we can get Eiffel Tower working as fast as possible. Another homestead, you say? Oh, go on then. 6 production. Wow, okay, that is actually really good. Oh, that's right. You can't remove the rainforest once you put the park down. Ah, well, I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us. Never mind. Steam power. Maybe railways will be the thing that fixes everything forever. Maybe. Time to put Raj down though. Tiny bit more faith. Not really worth it. No, symphonies isn't worth it as well. Frescoes? Frescoes. Actually getting artists in, not a bad idea. Mapuche City joins me as well. It's full of rainforest and is utterly useless, but it's welcome. Well, welcome to my land. I'm so pleased to have you here. Really am. Another national park in Atlanta. Yes. World Congress. I tell you what, actually, can we put Theatre Square buildings down? I'm building loads of them. That would be really handy. To be honest, if City Centre goes through, I'm not going to mind because walls are also quite handy. Campus. That's not handy at all. Game. That was the opposite of what I wanted. Fine. Da Vinci. Yay. 2 charges on workshops. I don't actually have anywhere near as many workshops as I normally do in a game, but that's fine. What I do have is an ironclad. Now I can put steel down. Yeah. Eiffel Tower. Just need a good volunteer city to do this one. I think New Orleans is not a bad shout. Just get that built. Get that built as quickly as is humanly possible. Oh, that's a cool wonder. What does this one do? Great works of writing yield 2 culture and 2 tourism for any civilization that owns one of these towers. That would have been handy. Never mind. I can't complain. I have Yosemite, okay? I know that I can't complain, but I can complain. That's the beautiful thing about it. I can be really complainy, even when I have no right to be. It's what I'm capable of. I will moan and whinge forever. How's my tourism doing at the moment? I am now starting to generate almost tourist and a half per turn, something like that, and Kema's still getting 2. So we've now pretty much frozen the lead at about 125 tourists. Now, I just need to close that gap. Flight is going to help with that a lot, by the way. Massively. Receive tourism from all improvements that provide culture. There's a lot of that stuff around. Plus, my homesteads actually give tourism based on their food output, which isn't a huge amount, but it's something. Sometimes it's just little additions to tourism that are the ones that add up. Oh, I know what I fancied doing. Another national park. Just all of them. Everywhere. Oh, and Guess who forgot to remove the rainforest again? Maybe I'll get biosphere eventually. Then that'll smooth over the rainforests, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. We'll have a silky smooth and flat rainforest. It's exactly what everybody wanted. Tax collector, tiny bit more gold. Hey, just a small amount of gold, 28 per term. Lets me buy more great works from people. And that's the main thing. Speaking of, we have more space. I tend to only buy artists when I can theme. And at the moment, nothing else is themable. But give it a few great artists, we'll get something good. No doubt. We're keeping up with science, I wonder. We've actually gone above Babylon. Oh my lord, I never thought I'd see the day. 41 techs, and then we're 3 behind. Again, I should stress, no campuses on this run. Just Teddy being Teddy. Can I trade with Babylon yet? Nope. Why won't you let me trade with Babylon? If I build another road down here, then maybe it'll give me the range I need to send a trade route through the mountains, but I want to trade with Babylon. There's tourism here. Give me all of your tourism. Oi, don't destroy my industrial zone. I was just about to build Kilwa, and now I can't, because everything's on fire. That's just mean. Oh, it's 2-turn fixes as well. That's really mean. New Orleans has a park that now is on top of half of Yosemite. I'm just about to go and put down the other bit. This should be a very high appeal park. Yeah, 30 tourism per turn just from one park. That's awesome. We're now gaining about 2 tourists per turn. So we have officially now reined Kemmer in. Uh-oh, that's not a good fire. No, I'm just planting these woods. It's not going to stop me planting woods, but don't do it anymore. Oh, I think the fire did spread. It did. Everything's on fire now. Oh dear. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, I love it when you see so many luxuries all being ready to, just pump into my empire, make everyone happy. Everyone's content now. Yes. I really should remove this Alcazar, but it's got 8 science. I really don't want to. I kind of refuse on moral grounds. This is a big double turn. I am on 328 tourism, but I have unlocked flight because I've also built Eiffel Tower. This means that all of my improvements around the map that have culture are now giving me tourism, and in addition to that, Eiffel Tower means that every tile in my civilization has 2 extra appeal, which means all my national parks are better as well. So we were on 328 tourism. We'll just give it a second and see where we get to now, but you can see, I mean, look at this. Homestead, just a little bit of tourism, plus 2 tourism. Alcazars, plus 4, plus 5 on that one. Actually, I forget this. Alcazar should only give 2 culture tourism, right? The tourism comes from a culture, but because Teddy gives plus 2 to the tile, the Alcazar does actually add that into the tourism. Whether that's deliberate or not, I'm not sure, but plus 44 on a national park. Let's go check out Atlanta as well. 26, 29, 30, 29, 28. That's a lot more tourism. Oh yeah, I've almost got double now. So we are now generating about 3 tourists per turn. We're now starting to gain. It'll take us about 120 turns, but it doesn't matter. We're starting to gain. I have ideology. It's the usual decision. Do I want to go to a tier 3 government? Now, if I do, I will lose 20% tourism with everyone, which is worth about 100 per turn. On the upside to that, obviously I get better policy cards and more slots in my government. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to skip along to professional sports because I really love aquatic centers, estadio, ski resorts, stadiums, all of this stuff. And I'll make my way over to environmentalism. 526 tourism. That's what we got to, by the way. Do you remember I said 1,000 to 1,100, 1,500? That's kind of the level I think we need to get to here. Now the national park. Excellent stuff. 50 tourism. That's a big park. Oh yeah. Radio gives me seaside resorts, aluminium, but most importantly, film studios. 100% tourism pressure from this city to other civilizations when the game enters the modern era. It's so good. It's so good. That's now going down in every single one of my cities, whilst I work on computers for the 25% bonus tourism that everyone gets. 1,275 faith is a naturalist now. I'm still getting them every 3 turns or so, which is pretty cool. Professional sports. This pretty much guarantees happiness in every single one of my cities now, which is a nice thing. Let's put heritage tourism in for a tiny bit more tourism. 928 per turn right now. Oh, that's looking good. We're up to 4 tourists per turn, and Kim is only gaining kind of almost 1 on me now, so I'm gaining 3 per turn. 120, we should be winning in 40 turns. Oh, it's like reckons 30. Okay. That might be a little bit ambitious, but if we have a look at this, New Orleans and Charleston have both been set up needing religious artwork. So, here you go. Bam. Instant theming. It's looking lovely. Oh, yeah. Well, over to environmentalism now. We need nuclear fission, an aerodrome on a foreign continent, or 2 solar farms. I don't think I'm going to get any of those bonuses, so we'll just have to work them the hard way. More national parks, though. These are really good because these are really close to Washington. So if Washington is forced, literally forced, kicking and screaming to become happy, city, and the production in my capital just goes up and up and up and up, and hopefully we'll get Kilwa. Well, I'm amazed Kilwa hasn't been built on turn 163. I'm tempting fate now. I do not remember the last time I saw Kilwa go this late into the game without being claimed already. 2 archaeological museums are now full up, and this is quite lucky. Look at this. I can theme immediately. That's very, very rare that happens just on 2 museums. Nice. We'll just keep picking up new ones. I've got other archaeological museums finishing. The more you get, it's a bit like any type of artwork. If you get more and more archaeological museums, they get easier and easier to theme as you go along. Electricity, Cold War, now onto computers. Oh, the tourism. So all starting to add up now. Very nicely. We actually managed to pull it off. I don't actually believe that. Kilwa. 3 envoys when built. If I'm the suzerain of a city-state, this city receives 15% boost to the type, and if I have 2 city-states of the same type, 15% adds to all of my cities on top of it. But it also gives me 3 envoys, which is amazing. 7 envoys to put down. The question is now, what do I do with them? What do I want? What's most important? I think getting a crazy culture number, I think, is probably the most important thing to do. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Nam Madol. That'll give me the culture bonus to Washington of 15%, but also 2 culture to all tiles on or around lakes. Districts, I should say. So it's 870. That's going to be about 120. Keep working on that. Just more amphitheaters. Every turn I can get more. Just buy the great works from the AI before you make your own. Very soon they will decide not to trade with me. Normally when you get above halfway. The world enters the industrial era. Ooh, exciting. What are we going to do in the industrial era? Well, everyone else around me is in a dark age. I like that. Don't have any campuses. I'm not planning on going to war. Maybe Huxong Draconos is best, but I think Reform the Coinage just gives me a tiny bit more gold per turn. I really do mean tiny bit. So we'll feed off that for a second. Keep an eye on this number, right? 1162. I have at least 2 film studios finishing this turn, and they're all going to start ticking into the game now. All of my cities have been building them independently. It's the sort of sneaky bonus that adds up to quite a lot. Vesuvius, oh my goodness, antiquity sites yield culture and tourism from our artifacts. All of these natural wonders I really could use. Never mind, it's all good. Film studio, 2 of them built, 1,202. It's a very small bonus, but we've now hit the official point with the culture leader where we're stealing at least 1 tourism from them per turn, 1 tourist per turn anyway, so that is awesome. Oh no, hang on. No, the difference is way bigger than that. Hang on. My trade route finished. 1,443. Yeah, okay, no, but that's a huge difference. I don't know why I thought it would be so small. Right, okay, well, next turn we're also going to get computers. I forget how strong America is in the late game when it comes to tourism. Just absolutely ridiculous. Well, seeing as Philadelphia has a national park that can be improved by a film studio, might as well build it immediately. These cities are getting very strong now. And just watch this. Computers. I do not have any film studios finishing next turn. So this is all computers in the bonus tourism. We're on 1,506 and 1,905. So we've almost, in the space of 3 turns, gained an entire tourist per turn with the tourist leader. That's mad. Let's just keep making this better and better and better up to 1,000. And we've got a bunch of film studios finishing next turn, including one in my capital. That's cool. Let's get Golden Gate Bridge. I want to build Golden Gate if we can. The most American of playthroughs. Huzzah! Another set of film studios, including one in Washington. Yep, 2,200. It's so good. Stadium time. Refining. I thought I was already refined, but I needed refining more. It was the cruel truth. The cruel truth of it all. Actually building spies. Look at this. I mean, I'm really far behind on my spy being, but I am building them. We've actually hit the point now where, yep, this tourist cap is not getting any bigger because Chemo is producing 2 per turn and I'm stealing 2 per turn. So I'm actually gaining 8 on them every turn now, which is fun. Environmentalism. Well, that's giving me even more tourism, and I'm now getting 2.5 with the tourist leader. We're actually starting to reduce their tourist balance overall. They've got no chance. Yeah, I'm very much enjoying this game. Oh, this feels wrong. This feels wrong. Taking great works off Eleanor of Aquitaine. I love the Court of Love. I maintain that every time I ever play Civ 6, if the AI beats me because I get Court of Loved, I will accept that as being the ultimate and perfect outcome in any game. Like, you want to see it. It's too good. Oh my lord, look how many national parks I can put down. This is crazy. I just don't have anywhere near enough faith. We're a mountain Mounties when you need them. I need the Mounties. Social media time, online communities, yep, it can push us up even further. I don't think I remember the housing situation in the city being worse than this. I'm on 22 out of 17. It's gone red. I don't remember the last time I had a city go red on me. That's hilarious. It's like, no, don't do that. Oh, so many city-states just popping up at the moment, and they're all cultural. Like, it's a who's who. I just need Kamasi, and then we'll be absolutely on point. There's the water park finished. Amazing. Satellite broadcasts. Do I give myself a little bit of an edge? Yeah, go on, man. Just keep pumping it in. Social media time. Oh, we're getting there now. This is going up so quickly now. It's ridiculous. I haven't even got social media. America, you're broken. It's been broken this entire time. Like, so long, America. This one building, film studio, it's just ridiculously powerful, and people just don't understand how powerful it is. I'm enjoying it. Also, breaking apart barbarians in large quantities. Having a fountain of youth is so useful because my troops are just killing things, standing next to fresh water, and then immediately healing the turn after, even though they've moved. They've just become invincible. Like, if you had auto-healing troops, look at that. I honestly think you would be nigh on invincible in this game. Oh yeah, aid request. Whoops. Who's winning that one? Some people are on 7 points. I'm only on 2. I don't really care if you vote for me or not. I will roll over you with tourism and happiness. Stadium in Washington, as well as another national park in the city as well. This will really help my capital. Oh, some of these yields. Alcazars, they're looking mighty fine. Have I actually got any homesteads in this city? Yes, I do, over here. Oh, look at that. That's 6 production. Of course it is. Oh, I love this. I love bull moose at the best of times, but you have to play with all of these, ladies and gentlemen. You really do. Please do it to yourself. You know what? I'm going so far as to say, right, as a YouTuber, normally I would be pleading with you to like the videos and subscribe to the channel and all of that lovely stuff, but today I'm not. Today I'm going to say simply, please go and play these mods if you can. You will not regret it. They are so much fun. It's just the synergy. I think I mentioned in a previous series, the reason I'm really enjoying all of these mods at the moment, and we're doing so many runs with them, and I know some people can't play with mods and they like the base game, I totally appreciate that, but this is really throwing new life into the game for me that I just haven't seen in ages. New abilities, new units, new improvements, new strategies. The whole thing I love in Civ 6 is the reason why you love Ursa Ryan over all of the other people. I'm not the best at Civ 6. I've never claimed to be the best, but what I am really good at, and I would struggle to let you convince me that you could find somebody who is better than me at this, is I am fantastic at winging it in this game and coming up with really random strategies and playing maps one time only and acing them. That's what I do. And this is just really fun, just taking all of these new abilities and going, what are the synergies? It's like discovering a new game. That's sort of the closest thing I can describe it to. It's like discovering an entirely new game. It's been here the entire time, you know? 189 over 189. We're now claiming exactly 3 tourists from pretty much everyone in the game. So that's 14 to 15 per turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh no, we haven't won technically. We need to get to 190. Oh, a whole other game needed. Well, in that case, if I'm gonna struggle like this, then I need to struggle like this. I need to put online communities in. There you go. Can't even put collective activism in. I don't have enough space in my government. It's not a thing. There you go. Now I'm gaining 4 tourists, if not more, with everyone. Babylon is the only person I haven't been able to send a trade route to. No matter what I do, I cannot move my cities close enough. Like, I thought this, with a road, pretty much the whole way would be enough for a trade route, but no, it's just out of range. There is a city here. Yeah, maybe I could have gone there. That would have been a cleverer move. Never mind. Victory for Ursa Ryan way before turn 200. Look at that. Ivan the Terrible. Ursa is terrible. Confirmed here, everyone. Buildings constructed. Not much. I didn't have much of an economy that entire run. Cities captured. None. Cities founded. I did found the most, but Shaka was having a decent game there. Cities lost. Oh, Babylon. That's unfortunate. Great people earned. Unbelievably, I was actually winning that. That's fair enough. Yeah, that's when you go writers, I guess. Culture. I started winning culture briefly on turn like 80, and then after that, maybe turn 100, 110. Science. I was never running that one. It was Latara until about turn 130. Then I started taking over there. Faith. About a turn 138. Score-wise, about the same time, turn 130. It's all kicking off about turn 130. Religions founded. I did get the first religion. Thank goodness. Feed the world. It was wonderful. Units killed a lot. Units lost. Oh no, I lost 2 units. I'm so sorry. Wonders constructed. 3. Oof. It's just wonderful. And as you can see, oh yeah, the briefcase is getting very stretchy. We're gaining 20 tourists per turn at the moment at the very minimum. It's just crazy. I don't think this will be long until we reach a stage, probably about 60, 70 turns at the current rate, less as I get more tourism, that I could drain the entire world of all of their tourists. That's the sort of silly level that we've got to right now. I'm aware that you haven't seen the Apache helicopter. Well, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to go and play a game of this yourself, because we didn't quite get to it today. But that is, for me, the best way I can convince you to go and play this. Remember, Discord for the save file and all the mods. Please go and play these mods, especially if you can. If you've never played modded Civ before, this is your chance. You will not regret it. It is so much fun. Look at the yield! You have to go and do it. It's just, it is what it is. It's brilliant. It's fun. It's wonderful. And I'm almost sad that this game is over, but I must go. I must disappear. We have another series to go and play and film and for you to watch right now. Stick by your phone or your computer. Ignore that life. Ignore those commitments. You don't need any of them. You just need me. Sir Ryan, see you next time. Goodbye. Oh, that's a bad message. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Mr. Awesome, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluk 79, The Nickerman, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!